हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हो। मेरे इस YouTube चैनल में आपका स्वागत है। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं।
Now there are ergonomic considerations in design. So quickly I will complete this also ergonomic considerations. Ergonomic is so what do you mean by ergonomics? It is defined as the scientific study of man-machine working environment relationship. Scientific study of man-machine working environment relationship and the application of anatomical, physiological and psychological principle to solve the problems arising from the relationship. Basically it talks about the norms, ergo norms, the norms for the human. Okay, now I am sitting on this chair and I am delivering the lecture. Okay, so if this table on which I have kept the laptop is raised, then what will happen? I may not be able to keep my hand properly. If you are using on a if you are using a laptop, or if you are using a mouse, then it should be within your vicinity of the hand. It should not be too low. It should not be too low so that you are not able to hold your hand properly, or it should not be too up. Similarly, the chair on which I am sitting, it should have proper relationship with the table. Otherwise, I will be lifted up and I will not. I will have to see it something like this, something like this. Okay, so that talks about the ergonomics, the relationship between the man-machine working environment and the anatomical and physical, like the mouse that you hold in your hand. See this mouse. So you can grip it properly now. You can grip it properly like this. Okay. So the shape is such that it conforms to your hand, something like this. So this is ergonomically designed. Had it been of some other shape, even see the top, the curve which is given to the top of this. Okay, it conforms to the hand, something like this. Okay. So this is ergonomics. Had it been like this, okay. So suppose this is my mobile phone. Suppose it is a mouse like this, then there would be a gap here. You can see this gap. Even the size of the mouse is such that anyone can hold it properly. Maybe a 3 years old boy or whatever, young or old, can hold it properly. Okay, this shape. So this is what about this is about ergonomics. This talk about ergonomics. You should be comfortable to the person who is using it. If the uh, roof of the car is too close for a tall person to sit, or if the pedal, the accelerator, the clutch and brake are too close for a tall person, or maybe they are for a short person, his legs may not reach, then it is not ergonomically designed. It is not ergonomically designed. So ergonomics is a combination of two words, ergon and norms. Ergonomics, work and laws. The final objective of the ergonomics is to make the machine fit for user. The machine should be fit for user. User should be able to use the machine for a long period of time. In the first lecture I told you about the height of the chair. So if it is ergonomically designed, people can sit for long period of time. Or if the legs are suspended, or if the legs are not properly, the distance is less, then people will not be able to sit even for 10 minutes. Ergonomics means जैसा मशीन है उस हिसाब से आदमी को चेंज करने की जरूरत नहीं है. जैसा आदमी है, द वे ह्यूमन इज, machine should be like that. So machine is made for human is not made for machine. So machine should be made in such a way that the natural behavior of human, in terms of holding it or using it, should not be disturbed. So it aims at decreasing the physical and mental stress of the user. Many a times you must have seen that if the product is not good, then there are complaints. Whatever device you are using, it's not good. Okay, if you are not able to control the vehicle, you will say vehicle is not properly designed. So it should not give the physical and mental stress to the user. It should ease the physical and mental stress of the user. That is ergonomics. Then design of display. You can see that there are two types of display. Either it can be qualitative display or it can be quantitative display. Display मतलब जो हमको दिखता है सामने. Okay, so there are a lot of places where you see the displays. If I am talking about qualitative display, then qualitative display, it will give you in terms of, so it will not give you numbers or figures. For example, traffic signal or on off indicator, I'm showing you directly the example. See, this is not giving you, this is a display. The second one is also display, the third one is also display. All these three are qualitative display. See, it is the first one, it is showing hot, cold or warm. It is also showing hot, cold or warm. This is showing red, okay, yellow. So if there is number, then number will not quickly, you are not able to, your brain is not adapted to um, believe in numbers quickly as is adapted to believe in colors. Okay, so these colors are used for traffic signal, and it can be seen from far distance also. So this is talking about the qualitative display. Okay, the second type is the quantitative display. So you can see it here, quantitative display, like voltmeter, ammeter, speedometer, energy meter, watches, etc. Here you will get quantitative display, that is you will get in terms of numbers or figures. Again, it is of two types. One is moving pointer, second is fixed pointer but moving scale, and third is the digital display. I will show you the examples of this. So this is the circular, this is semicircular, this is horizontal, this is vertical, depending on what you are using. This is showing the moving pointer fixed scale display. The scale remains fixed, the pointer moves. The pointer moves. Okay, the scale remains fixed. So we must have seen this at number of places. This is a second example where you can see that the pointer is fixed but the scale is moving. Weighing machine पे देखते हैं, weighing machine पे मिलता है ना ये ऐसा. The pointer remains fixed and what moves is the scale. So this is quantitative display. Here the pointer will remain fixed and this will move. This is quantitative display. Then there can be a digital display also. So instead of finding where is the pointer and where is the scale, this is directly digital. Okay, directly read it and you can come to know. So talking about display, so there are two types of display. One is quantitative display and second is qualitative display. So let me go back. This is qualitative display. Okay, like this. And next is quantitative display. So as a design engineer, you should understand at which place you should have qualitative display and at which place you should have quantitative display. Also, you should understand which type of scale has to be used. The one which we have seen now. Okay, whether it should be a digital display or what not. So this choice has to be made when you are designing a particular product. And there are considerations in the design of display. The scale should be clear and legible. अगर दूर से देखना है तो क्या दिखेगा, numbers नहीं दिखता है दूर से. What you can see is colors can be seen from the distance. So you have to use colors if you traffic signal पे देखो अभी color रहता है red. You can see from a long distance that it is red. But if there are numbers written, you cannot see from long distance कि कितना चल रहा है, 21, 20, 19, 18. That for that you will come to know when you are close enough to the traffic signal. Then you will come to know okay अभी कौन सा number चल रहा है, how much time we have to, whether we can cross the vehicle or we have to stop. So but lights are easy to understand. So depends on at what place you are using, accordingly you have to select the proper display. Then the scale, if it is used, the scale should be clear and legible. The size of the numbers on the letter should be taken such that the height of the numbers or letter should be greater than or equal to reading distance divided by 200. So this is something which you have studied in engineering also. Then the scale should be divided in the linear progression such as 0, 10, 20 and not 0, 5, 25, 40. कोई scale है display पे, then it should be have linear progression 0, 10, 20, 30 or 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It should not be like that 0, 5 then directly jump to 25, directly jump to 45, something like that. The numbers of subdivision between the numbers should be as minimum as possible. Subdivision जो करते हैं like 0 to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it should be as less as possible. Number should be in clockwise direction on a circular scale and from left to right on a horizontal scale, or from top to bottom to top on a vertical scale. This is the rule which should be followed when a scale is numbered. Then the pointer should have knife edge with a mirror in a dial to minimize the parallax error while taking the reading. So if there is a knife edge, then there will not be any parallax error. Otherwise there will be parallax error. इस आँख से दिख रहा है, इस आँख से कुछ अलग दिख रहा है, इस आँख से कुछ अलग दिख रहा है, something like that. Whenever straight scales are used, the horizontal scales are preferred. If it is a straight scale, then prefer horizontal scale over the vertical scale. Because in vertical scale there can be more parallax error as compared to horizontal scale. Then if control device below this control device below the display, you can see the device which is below the display, and here you can see the control device to the right of the display. And what it says, when a display and its associated control device are placed near each other, the control device should be placed either below or it should be placed to the right. Okay, this control device should not be placed here. बहुत दूर जाके उसको प्लेस नहीं करना है या फिर उधर जाके प्लेस नहीं करना है. ये डिवाइस है, यहाँ पे स्केल दिख रहा है, इट शुड बी एडजस्टेड टू इट, क्लोज टू इट. Then selection of control device, the required speed of operation, the required accuracy of control, required operating force, the required range of control, the required direction of control, and the convenience of user. All these things has to be taken when a control device is to be selected. I am showing you some sketches. You can see all these are performing the same operation. All these are performing the same operation. Crank है, rotate करने के लिए hand wheel है. There is star wheel sometimes. There is hand lever. Then there is foot operated pedal. There is knob. There is a push button. There is a toggle switch. There is a joystick. So all these have their own importance. You cannot use hand wheel if you want to use a joystick. Okay, you cannot use a hand lever if you want to use a push button. So this is where this has to be thought of when a product is to be designed. All these things have their own importance and they have to be used in proper requirement only. So it should be logically positioned. It should involve minimum and smooth movement. It should consume minimum use energy of the operator, and it should conform with the anatomy of the human hand. मैंने example बताया mouse का. Color should be used as far as possible because color gives quick. The reflex action is quick with respect to color as with respect to the numbers. Then depending on how you have to use, the shape and size of the control device should also vary. I think the time is over. But then this is very much theoretical only. The lighting should be proper. Proper lighting should be provided so that it should not affect the operator when the operator is using. Even if you read it once, you can understand it. So I will very quickly finish it so that in next lecture we can start a new topic. So ergonomic consideration में हम क्या देखना है? Lighting should be there, proper lighting, not lighting should be there, proper lighting should be there to the operator. Then noise should be as less as possible, जितना कम noise रहेगा उतना अच्छा है. Then temperature, the proper temperature condition should be there so that the operator who is working on the particular machine, he should not feel it disturbed because of the change in temperature. And the last point is humidity and air condition. There should be proper ventilation, there should be circulation of air so that it can be properly operated by the person. So all these are ergonomic and aesthetic consideration in design.